Hello and welcome. My name is Space Muffin, and this is the Void Playground. Today I am joined by two people, Jumpman and JD. Jumpman, how are you doing today?
Oh, good.
Very
It's
good.
raining here.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I heard that it's raining there.
Lots of rain.
Yeah, it's crazy. JD, how are you doing, man? How's the weather there?
I'm doing great. The weather over here is pretty cloudy. Actually, there's a little bit of sun. I'm over here visiting SoCal for the weekend.
Oh, good, good. So real quick, guys, we are going to be talking about our favorite movies of 2023. And we're gonna do that. New Year's Eve, guys. So this video should be up by then. Yeah. So and if you watching on YouTube, leave a comment, like leave your top 5, 10 favorite movies of 2023. So Jumpman, we kind of discussed this earlier, but what are your before we get into your top 5 list? What are your honorable mentions of 2023?
Okay, I got a couple of honorable mentions off the top of my head. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is an honorable mention for me.
Okay.
Just because the animation in that is really good, and it's definitely a very modernized retelling of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then another honorable mention, which is kind of an out there one. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it's a comedy film called Strays with Will Ferrell.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw a trailer for that.
I saw the trailer, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really effed up film.
Okay.
Anyway, so those are my honorable mentions. But anyway, so I guess I'll go with the top 5.
Yeah, starting from number 5, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Number 5 is going to be A Haunting in Venice, the third film in the Hercule Poirot films. Yeah, it's like I've read those books of Hercule Poirot, or I might be mispronouncing his name actually. I hope I'm not.
Yeah, Poirot, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
that was a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it was surprisingly good, and I was surprised by the choice that they made to adapt that book, because that book's not as popular as most others.
Right.
Number 4, we'll go to number 4. Would be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a fun movie, and there was a satisfying conclusion for James Gunn, and now he's off to save the DC universe.
We can only hope.
Because hopefully he's going to save it. Superman Legacy sounds good.
Sure.
I hope he doesn't screw that up.
Yeah.
Anyway, number 3 is actually going to be Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
For me.
Of course. Yep.
Yeah. Great movie. Animation's great. Can't wait to see the next one. Number 2 will be Mission Impossible 7.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of going back and forth between 2 and 3. I decided to place Mission Impossible 7 at number 2.
Okay.
Just barely. I just finally got around to watching that film like a week ago. So, and it's really good. And then number 1, of course, number 1 for me is going to be the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Wow. Okay.
Because I am a big Mario fan.
You're a big fan, yeah.
Oh yeah, I like it. Like, this is the film I was been waiting for since I was probably 10 years old.
Wow.
Didn't think it would ever happen.
So before we move on to JD, Jumpman, let me ask you this, if I may. Were there any surprises, when you were making this list? Like, were there any like when you initially saw all these movies, where you're like, oh wow, I didn't think that was going to be as good as it was?
Super Mario Brothers movie, I was pleasantly
Skeptical?
surprised with, for
sure.
sure.
You were surprised. Okay, cool.
I was surprised by how good it was. I was especially I was more surprised by the trailer, I guess, because when they first announced the casting for everyone, I was
a little
very
weird, yeah.
disappointed.
Yeah, it was.
So after seeing the trailers, I got more optimistic.
Okay.
And so it was definitely a surprise in that regard by how good the movie was. Um, Mission Impossible 7, I was kind of surprised by the direction they took for
Yeah,
that film
that
with
movie.
with the whole AI antagonist.
Yeah. So, fun fact: that movie was the first Mission Impossible movie with Tom Cruise that I'd ever seen. And I
Really?
went back, and I went back and watched all of them because like I loved it. It was really great.
Oh,
So,
I saw all of them before seeing 7.
yeah, I've never seen a Mission Impossible movie. I'm not really a huge Tom Cruise fan, but these movies, the Mission Impossible movies, Interview with the Vampire, obviously Tropic Thunder, like he's grown on me. He's really grown on me. I really like Tom Cruise. He's like perfect. It's like he's like perfect in these movies. So
Yeah.
yeah. So JD, Jumpman, was there anything else you wanted to add on?
No, pretty much that was it. I mean, the other 3 movies are my top 5, which were Across the Spider-Verse, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and Haunting in Venice. They were probably about where I expected.
Yeah, and I can agree with that. You know, as far as the Haunting in Venice and Spider-Verse. But yeah, JD, what are your, and you don't have to give 5, JD. I know you didn't watch a lot of movies, but if you have any honorable mentions, let us know. Or if you just want to get straight into your list.
So I only have one, which is
Okay.
Elementals, which is the Elemental one, the Disney one. Yeah, that one was actually pretty good. So yeah,
I should have thought of that. That would be mine too.
yeah, that's one of the honorable mentions I want to do. Now down to, I only have 3. I watched a total of 4 movies, which is Elemental was one of them. I didn't watch that
Elemental
movie.
is in the top 5.
Yeah, okay, Elemental, I'll put it in the top 5. Yeah. I didn't watch that many movies this year. I watched a lot more series than movies.
Sure.
So let's just start with number 4. Number 4 would have to be Elemental, which is really good. Number 3 for me, which is surprisingly, is The Little Mermaid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking about putting that in my list. I wasn't sure.
Here's the thing, dude. That movie was really controversial, but I actually liked it. Actually,
I
liked it too.
Yeah,
I liked it probably more than I should have liked it. So
Same.
Me too. I agree. It's better than I expected it to be.
The only thing
I didn't expect much out of it. So.
The only thing for me was the CGI for the sea creatures. I thought that could have been a little bit better, but everything else was pretty cool. Like I liked Melissa McCarthy as Ursula. I thought that was like great casting. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she did a really good Ursula.
Yeah, Melissa McCarthy with perfect casting for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, sorry, continue, JD.
Where was I? So number 4 was Elemental. Number 3 was Little Mermaid. Number 2 has to be Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay. I heard that the fans love that movie. I heard that that's a fan favorite.
I like it too, but you'll see the reason why is number 2. Because number 1 is, of course, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Very good.
I really like Spider-Man. Okay, the thing is that the only one gripe I have about Across the Spider-Verse is that it ended on a cliffhanger, and that's the one thing I don't like. It's hanging on cliffhangers.
I love cliffhangers.
When it comes to series, yes, that's fine. Like a TV show, that's fine. But when it comes to a movie, I'm just like, I want another extra 45 minutes of just that, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my just my list of 4.
Were there any movies on that list that like blew away your expectations, or like you didn't expect? I mean, obviously we talked about Little Mermaid, but were there any others that maybe you thought, like, oh wow, like that was better than I thought it was going to be?
Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah. Okay. So for that one, I really thought they were going to botch that movie. Like they were just going to take just a video game and just turn it into a movie, like they did with, like, let's say Resident Evil or Mortal Kombat. You know, those movies weren't that great. That's what I was concerned about. But oddly, sadly, like surprisingly enough, I really did enjoy Five Nights at Freddy's. I really enjoy like the storyline and like the plot twist at the end and stuff like that. So I was like, it's pretty good.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I feel like Hollywood has finally figured out how to adapt video games.
I can agree with that. Yeah, I think we've because I think we can agree with that. Yeah. So cool, man.
Yeah. The thing is that like I think the reason why it was so good is because they had the creator of the video game
Right.
like in the writing room and like writing the stories and
Sure.
everything.
Yeah.
So for any of you guys out there that are writers or on like a movie set, involve the creator, involve like either if it's based on a book, involve the author, or if it's based on a video game, involve the developer, you know. So that way you have your like the source, you have that source material, and you're not going to disappoint the fans.
100%.
Mhm.
Well, cool, man. Was there, okay? So yeah, so I have kind of a longer list than both Jumpman and JD. I actually like when I made this list, and these are just the movies that were good that I saw. I had 20 movies, so I cut it down to 5 honorable mentions and then a top 10 list. So, okay, so like I'm not even going to go over the runner-uppers. I'm just going to go over the honorable mentions. So, number 5 is a movie called They Cloned Tyrone. It's hilarious. It's got John Boyega in it. It's got Jamie Foxx. Really great movie. Honorable mention there. The other one was Air. Air was it's got Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. It's pretty good. It's kind of a sports movie.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay.
I saw the trailer for that. I have not seen it.
It was actually really good. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
number 3 honorable mention was Saw 10. That one I didn't think was going to be as like, I guess what's the word, like I didn't think that was going to be as heartwarming as it was. I'll put it that way. My second number 2 honorable mention is actually Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. I know that made
Really?
Jumpman's list, but unfortunately, it did not make my top 10 list. Great movie, one of the best action movies.
You're not a real Mission Impossible fan.
You know, once you hear my top 10 list, you might change your mind. But and then number 1 honorable mention was Napoleon. A lot of people didn't like this movie as much. This movie almost made it into my top 10, but I don't know. Well, hopefully the director's cut's a little bit better. But I enjoyed Napoleon. I liked it.
You know what? One movie that is on you guys that you guys did not mention. I mean, I didn't watch this movie either, but a lot of people probably have this on their list. Oppenheimer.
Okay, so okay, hold on, JD, let me get through my top 10 because Oppenheimer is on there, and
okay. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. Spoilers.
I jumped the gun.
No, you're gonna be shocked at my list. Okay, so number 10
Okay.
for me is actually Barbie. Speaking of
Barbie, number 1. Huh?
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, Barbie was really good, well directed, well acted, well written too. So it was just kind of a fun movie. And yeah, Barbie, really liked that one. Number 9 for me, and this is a shocker. This movie actually blew me away. Okay, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. That movie.
Wait, was that this year?
Yes.
Yeah, it came out in January.
Shoot, I totally forgot about that movie then.
Yeah, no, that movie was really good. It was just fun. Like I don't know any other way to say it. Like I'm not even a D&D fan, and it was just super fun. You know, it was pretty cool. You know, for those of you who like fantasy, or is it on Paramount?
It's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, if you guys have Paramount Plus, definitely check out D&D Honor Among Thieves. It was really good.
Yeah, I still need to watch that movie.
It's hilarious, dude. I loved it. Number 8 for me is a movie called Dream Scenario. It stars Nicolas Cage, and it's just amazing. It's just hilarious. That one was really good. Dream Scenario. Nicolas Cage, like it's basically, it's really weird. Like people have dreams about Nicolas Cage, basically, and yeah, it's just do with that premise what you will. Number 7 for me was Creed 3. That one was really good. I'm not really a huge like boxing person, but that movie was really good. Does anyone want to try to guess what number 6 is without looking at the cheat sheet?
I don't know. The Marvels? I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Aquaman 2. I'm just kidding. I'm joking,
Oh,
guys.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Well,
Okay, so number 6
I watched that one.
I watched that one. It wasn't. amazing. But number 6 for me is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
Really great movie. Like all my top, like I don't know, they're all really good. But yeah, Spider-Man number 6 for me. Number 5. So now we're getting into my top 5 was Oppenheimer. Really good. It was good. It was really good, and I think, if you haven't seen it, you should definitely watch it. I understand, not everybody's into super serious kind of artsy movies like that, but it was really good. Number 4, you're thinking like, what could be better than Oppenheimer? Okay. And I'm surprised that both you guys did not watch this movie, because this movie is really good. Okay. Godzilla -1.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to watch that. Is it streaming on something?
No, I think it's still in theaters, but Godzilla -1 might be the best Godzilla movie ever made. Like, it was really good. I'm like, whatever, it's gonna be another like Godzilla movie. And I walked in, dude, and I walked up, and I'm like, what? Like, what did I just watch? So I can't wait to see what they do with the Toho Godzilla movies. Number 3 for me. You're thinking like, okay, like Oppenheimer, Godzilla -1, what could be better? Killers of the Flower Moon. That movie was really good. It's like 3 hours, right? And I think so is Oppenheimer, but like Martin Scorsese, he will make a 3-hour movie feel like an hour and a half. It's crazy. So there's that one. Really good. Killers of the Flower Moon. Leonardo DiCaprio does really great. Is it Lily Gladstone? She does really great. Obviously, Robert De Niro is great in the movie as well. It's really good. It's just, I don't know any other way to say it. Like, number 2. Okay, this is a movie that I saw recently. It's called The Iron Claw. And you guys have probably seen the trailers for this. It's got Zac Efron in it. And I'm not a big Zac Efron fan, but it's a wrestling movie, and it's really good. I'm not a huge wrestling fan either. I mean, I take that back. I'm a pretty big wrestling fan. But I guess I don't really, the era of wrestling that they are covering in this movie, I don't really know much about, but it opened my eyes, and it's okay. This movie is emotional. It's emotional. It's sad, but it's kind of heartwarming, and it's a wild ride. It's a wild roller coaster. So, number 1, guys, like you guys all saw it coming. Everybody knows John Wick Chapter 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't expect that one.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, and I was debating. Now look, John Wick Chapter 4. It may not be the best. I mean, on a technical level, they're probably Killers of the Flower Moon or even Oppenheimer are better shot and maybe even better acted, right? But John Wick Chapter 4, like, it's like one of the best action movies I've ever seen. Like it is like nonstop action, and the action like looks good, and I don't know. It just like, this is, like, in my opinion, it's the best of the John Wick movies. I don't know, a lot of good stuff in John Wick Chapter 4. But yeah, that's my list, guys. I don't know, Jumpman, what are your thoughts?
No Mario in your list.
I unfortunately didn't get to watch Mario.
What?
I'm sorry.
You haven't watched Mario already? What about you, JD?
Me either. It's on my list.
Oh my god.
Yeah, unfortunately Mario didn't make it.
Because you guys haven't seen it. That's why.
Because we haven't seen it, yeah. So let me ask you this, guys, okay, if we may. What are some like movies that maybe disappointed you this year?
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Yep, I was gonna say that one.
Really? I haven't watched it because everybody said it was that bad.
It was for me, it was like the MODOK scene, and then obviously
MODOK was the sole reason for my disappointment.
Well, I also think that, like, okay, this is just me, Jumpman, let me know how you feel about it, but I felt like it was too I don't know, like I feel like the story was kind of like exhausting for me because it's like I don't know, it just felt like really like kind of really big. You know what I mean? For like an Ant-Man movie. I don't know.
Yeah, it basically served as more of a setup for the
For
Avengers
Kang.
King Dynasty.
Yeah, I feel like that was
Although-
like a bad choice. Like I feel like they could have
Yeah.
introduced Kang in maybe a better way.
Although now with the verdict of Jonathan Majors, and it sounds like they might be recasting him or not even doing Kang anymore.
Oh, that's sad.
So
Mhm.
I mean, he's good at like he's the one like pretty good part of the movie.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I want Marvel to stick with King. At least stick with King. I mean, they've kind of already. I don't want them to change direction, and Marvel's already in shaky territory.
So
Mhm.
for me, I'm trying to think of another disappoint or movie that I not like. Aquaman 2 was pretty disappointing for me.
Oh. Oh
Um,
yeah, Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
Oh yeah, that one too. Yeah, Shazam! Fury of the Gods
Yeah,
was pretty
because I
disappointing.
really loved the first.
The first
Shazam
one's
film.
amazing, dude. Like I don't know
Yeah,
how
like-
they.
That was the only truly good DC expanded universe film for me, at least.
I
I don't know. It's like DC movie is just not good, so
They're
that's
just
why I
not good,
avoid
yeah.
it. Yeah,
Well,
they're just not
Well,
good. I
they're
avoid it.
too bad.
I completely disagree, but that's just my opinion. I think that I really liked Zack Snyder's Justice League. I enjoyed.
Okay,
Wonder
besides
Woman.
that one.
Why? Why
I-
do you? The Justice League was.
Wait, hold on.
they were all
Which one, is
bad.
it like the one with the extended cut?
Yes,
The
yes.
extended cut was slightly better,
I loved it.
but it was still bad.
I thought it was amazing. I also liked Wonder Woman. I also liked. I liked Man of Steel. I liked Batman versus Superman Ultimate Edition.
Man of Steel was meh
Um,
for me. Oh my god.
I liked. What else did I like? I liked
Wonder Woman. The first one was okay-ish.
I actually liked the first Aquaman movie, not as much as the other ones that I.
That
talked
one
about.
was okay-ish.
That was okay, yeah.
Now, as far as DC extended universe movies go, yeah, like but like the Matt Reeves Batman movie, I loved that movie. Obviously the Dark Knight trilogy. I liked the Joker movie that came out. That was really good. Actually, dude, like DC, what are you talking about, JD? DC releases a lot of good stuff, man.
Well, Joker, I think, is kind of its own thing, even though it is made by DC Studios. It's not part of that extended universe.
Okay, if we're talking about the DC extended universe, I still, there's a lot of maybe not so good ones, but I think a lot of them are. I think I don't know. I like them. That's just me though. But so yeah, Aquaman. Now, Jumpman, you watched the Marvels. How did you feel
Yes.
about that movie?
That movie, people say that it's bad, but I don't think so. I thought for me, it was an improvement over the Captain Marvel film.
Okay, I might have to check it out.
More so because of Kamala Khan.
Right. I might have to check that one out.
Yeah,
Expendables
I watched-
4, dude. That was
Yeah.
really disappointing for me.
Yeah, Expendables 4 was definitely a disappointment.
So, what were you going to say about Captain Marvel?
Well, because I saw the Miss Marvel series and I saw WandaVision that set up Spectrum and Miss Marvel that would team up with Captain Marvel. So seeing that all kind of team up.
Yeah,
really
the
good.
only Marvel movie I've
Mhm.
watched this year was Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I was so sad. I was so sad. And then I just left. I didn't leave. Like I actually watched it twice. Once with you, Jumpman, and once with my other friend.
But,
And it was
but the
what were you gonna say?
but the next MCU film is going to be Deadpool 3.
Honestly, Jumpman, like I'm holding my like I'm not gonna hold my breath. I'm just gonna if it's good, I might check it out. I don't know, but I'm kind of like I don't know. It's I don't know.
I'm
Hopefully,
really looking forward to Deadpool 3.
hopefully the quality can increase. But were there any other movies that maybe you watched that were maybe not as exciting, or maybe you're a little bit disappointed in?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head. Expendables 4 you brought up was definitely
Expendables 4 was, I felt it was just kind of like a waste of my time. Like it was like a waste of life for me.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that yeah, it definitely could have been a lot better. Like the thing, Expendables is all about like just getting like the big name action stars that were popular, at least not so popular nowadays.
Yeah.
And they were lacking that in Expendables 4 with their roster.
Yeah, they definitely were. Definitely lacking it. So cool, guys. Well, there's our podcast. It's going to be uploaded, like I said, on not Christmas. New Year's Eve. And so you guys will be able to check this out. And yeah, we hope you guys have a great 2024. And yeah, we will see you guys in 2024. And we have a little surprise for you guys. So stay tuned. All right. Bye-bye.
See ya.